All right. Oh, the other one started too. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Yesterday was a long day. We put on at 10 o'clock. Total flow distance was like 11, probably close to 12 miles. We came off the water about 7. Had a couple of pretty good obstacles to overcome. We did manage, I always talk about it, we managed to find one pod of rising fish right about lunchtime, which for us was like 3 o'clock, so right in the heat of the afternoon. So we got our shot at some rising fish for about a half hour, 45 minutes. But yeah, yesterday was just a slog fest. We just had to push and push through a lot of water. At a little bit higher level, right now it's around like 300 CFS. If you were up around 1,000, I think it'd be pretty cush and it'd go pretty fast. So, anyways, we're gonna get after it one more time. We're getting packed up. We're gonna make some breakfast in a few minutes here, and then we're headed up to the fly shop, get a little bit more beta, and then get on the road. So, all right, we'll see you on the water. All right, yesterday, all day long, squeak from the oar locks. We got a few minutes till the fly shop opens up, so we stopped at the hardware store. I'm taking my oar locks apart. We're gonna lube them up. PVV blaster. Gonna see if we can quiet them down a little bit. Got it.
Second bounce. Good job, Kevin.
Okay, we're like 10-12 minutes into the float. We made it through the first riffle. Kind of tricky, but we got it. We're cruising along. There's a USGS pump house here, and then there's some kind of otter, martin, some little creature chowing on fish, and there's all kinds of fish stacked in this little run right here. So we're gonna see if we can stick one. Shh. Be very quiet. All right, we've been at it a little while. We're into the second pool. So right after the shove off, we found one pool of holding fish, and now we found a second pool. So we're re-rigging. We're just kind of taking turns. So one of us will cast for a few minutes, the other will re-rig, and then we'll swap. So far, the fish are not interested in anything we have to offer. We got some big dries on. We've run some droppers. We're gonna probably go a double dry rig here, see if we can entice at least one of them to eat. But yeah, they're all over, so the fish density is awesome here.
So we just did our first really low stretch of the float, where we had to get out and push, kind of walk it through a couple stretches. We came around a corner, things started to ease up a little bit, we gained some depth and some speed, and there's a tree down. So it looks like there's a pretty established path over river left. Looks like people have been going over it, so we're just scouting it out real quick, make sure we got a good line, and then we're gonna run it.
I think you can take a little wide because it's got a rock right in the middle. Okay. Turn it, baby. Turn it. Yeah. Like a champ. Hope you had that on camera.
Yeah.
Good job.
What?
Just these tramps and thieves.
Oh, yeah.
Faster. Don't want this fly.
What do you got on?
Little parachute.
You gonna go back to your plan D?
No.
Is it plan D or plan B?
Plan B.
Plan B.
What's a plan B?
I can't believe I left the super secret prototype flies in the truck.
Well, I don't think this is yes. Yeah. Good job, Kevin. Nice. Good job, Kevin.
Gauge how tall it is. But you understand what I'm saying, right? It's my logic. All right, so we are back in the truck. We are on the road. We got a ways to go. Google says it's almost 5 hours to get home, and we got a couple stops to make. I don't know about you, but I'm dying. I'm ready to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna stop and grab something to eat. There's always a certain point in the afternoon where my thought turns from the fish to like a big greasy hamburger and a beer, and I know that's about the time to shut it down. So
We should go to Fuddruckers.
we can't go to Fuddruckers because we just looked it up and they're closed.
I'm sorry, that was bad.
They went out of business. Paul's got to rub it in.
My bad.
Yeah, so no Fuddruckers for us. Anyways, so overall, what were your impressions for the weekend?
It was a great weekend. It's nice to have a place to sleep with a shower. That's awesome.
Yeah, Airbnb was nice.
But we really did work for the fish we got.
Yeah, so we did 3 different floats and 3 very different floats. Saturday, first float was shorter, 6 miles probably, I think is what they said. We had a little technical stretch because we screwed up. Once we got past that, the fishing was okay, but not red hot. We just never kind of got it dialed in. Sunday, we did our long day, where, you know, because we were here, we were ready to rock, so we did a full 11-mile float. And that weather was crappy, and then good, and then crappy again. And
Well, it snowed on us 2 days in a row. So that was fun. The snow was not so bad. the cold wasn't that bad because we were ready for it. But
Right.
yeah, in fact, I think I caught that fish as soon as it started snowing. Didn't
Yes,
I?
sir.
Yeah, so that was all right.
And then today was the nicest day of the 3. It probably got up to about 40 degrees, sunny, a little bit of overcast, but real comfortable overall. I was pretty comfortable. We did a shorter float, 4 miles, but it still took us 7 hours. But we saw fish everywhere on this float.
How many fish did we see, Kevin?
Probably 300 or 400.
100.
Yeah, I mean there was 100 stacked in each pool that we floated over.
Yeah.
So, and of those hundreds of fish that we saw, we managed to hook like 2 and land 1.
Yeah. But they were down, and we're just waiting for this to flip. So, I mean, I think we're about 2 days ahead of the whole flipping thing. But yeah, it was fun. But I'll tell you, the best part of this whole trip, besides you and the company, is this area around where we are is just fantastic. I mean, the whole stretch is good fishing, good country. So
Yeah, it is really awesome. I'll turn the camera around in a minute here. We'll get some footage of the valley. Okay, so of the 3 floats, what was your favorite one?
I think the first one.
Really? Even with the big long drag?
Yeah.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because I caught a fish there.
Okay, that's fair. I thought the first one was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it was breaking us into what we were expecting, getting us ready for the cold weather. And then second, I think I liked this last one that we did.
To me, this one today felt like home. I think we talked about it a couple times, but it was just like being on the Coeur d'Alene or on the Joe. Smaller water, definitely cutthroat water. So yeah, that kind of felt like familiar territory.
And you got a really nice trout out of there.
Yeah.
He only caught that fish because he flipped in the fin again.
All right, now, what do you think? On a fishing trip, you prefer when we camp out, or you prefer when we go the cushy Airbnb way like this trip?
I kind of like camping out better, but it's nice to do this once in a while, so you appreciate it.
Yeah, Airbnb was super nice. It was cool to have modern amenities and be able to make we had a couple of awesome dinners. Awesome dinners.
Yeah.
Although, you know, both of those dinners were pretty easy. I mean, we could have done those camping, especially with your trailer now.
Yeah.
All right.